Cord.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Club Baroness. This is your tag tournament, quarterfinals, semifinals, chit chat with a couple people here. Some that matter, some that don't. A part of the matters list is I'm Kanye West. Say hello.
Hey guys.
Bregan 123.
Hi, but also, how does Kanye matter? He lost.
Evolution, myself, who will be hosting, and a part of the doesn't matter list is Esper 51. Say hi, Esper.
What's up, guys?
But Esper won.
Esper won. Oh, I did win.
Esper
PD 1.
51.
PD 1.
Oh.
Esper 51.
Coming in with the big jokes.
For the little man.
Esper gave me $20 to let him win.
Oh shit! I forgot I won.
PD won.
Okay.
Esper,
Wasn't that great of a match to
Esper was
remember?
present, but PD won.
PD in my leg.
So, anyways, we invited Esper here, and he's informed us that he hasn't watched any of the matches, so he's just going to be here to be made fun of.
Yay!
Let's start right off with the last quarterfinal match, which is Murder and Ebony versus Game God and Invoker. Bregan, go ahead and take it away.
I mean, for me, this one was really one of the most definitive matches out of the quarterfinals. It was first versus eighth, so you would expect it to be as well. There were times where Game God and Invoker had the better draw and the better hand, but they were just consistently outplayed at basically every point of the game. Like Ebony and Murder, even when they didn't have the advantage, like game-wise, skill-wise, they outplayed them. So it was really clean series.
Yeah, Pano was interesting. Pano, if you remember, it looked like Game God and Invoker could have had it at any moment. I think Murder and Ebony were both down to like three health each, and they couldn't close it.
Yeah, I mean, Pano was kind of Pano things, and I felt the same way on lane. Like I mentioned in the cast, like these guys have the advantage, they have the better hand, they should be winning right now. This should be a game they close out, and yet again, Murder and Ebony just
I think they
played around it.
I think they had lane easily until Game God just left Invoker and went back to his base. Literally just walked off.
I mean, we've seen that in several tournament matches. That has been a huge problem for my team included, as well as some others, where somebody's in and both partners are fighting, and then all of a sudden one of them just bounces and the other one's just kind of stranded. So I think that's something that a lot of teams need to clean up.
Yeah. What about you, Kanye? Did you watch this match?
Yeah, I watched it, but I really don't remember it that well. I was laughing because I remember that part when Bregan left on a comment on there saying, "Why is Game God going back to his base?"
When was that? I don't remember that.
On lane.
Well, on lane, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't remember lane as well as I thought.
Yeah, that part was funny.
Esper, any thoughts on this match?
No, I didn't really see it, but
Aren't you glad you said you'd do the podcast?
Resident laugh track, thanks.
But what I do have to say is, just for any team, getting separated when you're getting tag team is really.
It sounds like Esper's PD life and his love life.
Is really bad, and that's
Just getting tag teamed.
That's something that we got to work on too on my team, is like getting separated. And if you're going against Ebony and Murder, which are like a solid team as far as deck building and planning strategies and shit, I mean, they'll fucking eat you up right away. And they clearly took advantage of that. And they got 3-0, I think. Was it 3-0? Yeah, I think it was 3-0.
It was 3-0.
Yeah. So that's not the
All
team
right.
you wanna mess up with.
Let's talk about our next one. Mario and Kanye versus Esper and PD.
I did the last one. This one's you.
What?
Well, they both played in it, and I did the last one, so it's you.
Oh, okay. Well, Mario and Kanye, I thought looked very clean, but they just got outplayed. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of mistakes. I think they put up a great fight. I don't know if it was lag that was the issue. I remember watching the stream live, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I literally remember messaging Kanye mid-match when they're in the lobby saying, "Holy shit, the lag."
It's not
I
as
think it
bad
was
as
when
I've
like
seen it be in some of the other recordings,
Esper
at
his
least.
lag switch.
Oh man.
Esper's running zone alarm, and he just blocks IP addresses when he's about to die.
Man.
Well, I mean, we should also get their perspective since we got them here.
I want to hear them shit talk each other.
Yeah, Esper, why did they lose? Tell me that. Why did Kanye and Mario lose?
I don't know. I mean, they played a good game. They just probably got some crappy hands, and we got the faster start. I mean, they're a solid team. They made it this far.
Your
It
shit
wasn't-
talking sucks. Kanye, master of shit talk, take it away.
Kanye,
You're
why
pretty
should
good,
have you
Kanye.
won, and why is Esper garbage?
First of all, Esper paid me $20 to let them win. So, yeah.
Man,
that's
that
what
is
happened
one
there.
cheap hooker. I'm sorry.
Why is Esper garbage? That's what I want to know.
Cause his lag.
Kanye,
I mean,
Kanye, I want to hear from you. In the upcoming 1v1 tournament, how many games does it take you to take down Esper in the best of 5?
Wait, that's with or without lag?
With the lag.
With lag, he's gonna beat me all the way.
If he fixes the lag, do you take him? Can you take him?
Oh hell yeah!
All right, we'll see it in the 1v1 tournament. Kanye's going to take Esper down,
didn't
or
I beat you
we're
last
gonna-
year?
I just bring the environmental where he can't use nature.
Oh,
There goes-
you're gonna pull a silent with
yeah, I was
Steg
going to
there?
say, good job, Silent. Jeez, you want to bring some jackpot next?
And hit them every time you use them.
Jackpot.
All right,
Yeah,
next match.
I thought it was. I'll just give my quick 2 cents. I thought it was a really solid match. PD played it super clean, I thought, but Kanye and Mario didn't necessarily play a bad game. I didn't agree with the decision of what they did on Highway, going for the jank. I don't like it in the tag matches that much, especially if you're not Ebony. Like if you're Ebony, sure, but anybody else, I just haven't been a fan. And
No, I gotta touch base on that because that's bullshit. Kanye had Esper down to 1 capsule. He had a Quantum Decay on his bench. He had a Diabolical Trick in his hand and a Glacial Wall in his hand. And all Kamikaze had to do was not go up the stairs and get in the way of lasers. That's all he had to do. Because all Kanye had to do was freeze Esper, which would have been easy as soon as he started heading towards his capsules, and Quantum Decay. It takes Esper off vibration. He pops his last capsule. Game over. All Kamikaze had to do was not walk up the stairs.
well, I'll say this as well. Mario has had a history of not playing jank well, so they didn't look good playing jank versus Murder and Ebony. And I remember when he tried to play jank with choices back when he played with choices, I was never a fan. So
yeah, I thought we would have had that match on the highway.
Highway was a really close one. Like if I didn't get that orb towards the end, that would have been it.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good game all around.
it was a fun series to watch. For a 3-0, it was pretty close, and it was a fun series. Like, if you haven't seen it, don't just look at the score. Go back and watch it. That was a fun series to watch.
Yeah, and it was perfect too because Mario brought his Infinite Ring deck. He was about
I've
to
never
spam
understood the
Ring.
purpose of that, by the way. Like-
I like it though. It's pretty good.
Infinite
He needs a buff on it though. I think I don't know if he has Tiger Strength with it.
Infinite Recall, a move that is already infinite use.
Uh,
Okay. So,
Rockshot Arsenal is
uh,
far superior.
I got to touch base on that real quick. I'm not sure if we'll talk about it in my match, but I found a superior move to Rockshot.
Digging the debris bullet.
I am digging the fucking debris bullet, bro. That thing is way more accurate.
Awesome.
It has a different kind of accuracy. Like, debris bullet is more consistent, but Rockshot has that, like, 100% bullshit curve that it'll throw every now and then.
Yes. I love debris bullet.
Yeah.
So, our
Debris
next
bullet
match-
is good.
is Ska Boss and Doom versus Bregan and lots of poor choices.
This is got to be Kanye's then.
Yeah, come on, Kanye, take it away. We know you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Hey, close the door.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, well, thank
What?
you for
What?
reminding us, Esper. We weren't sure.
I just want to make it clear that I didn't watch any of
What maps were they again?
it.
The maps?
Palace, City,
Well, obviously.
Pano.
Yeah, Palace. We won Palace and City. We lost Pano. We lost. What was game 4? Was that Refinery?
I think it was Lane, maybe Refinery.
We won game 5 on Sign. I don't remember what game 4 was. I think it was Refinery.
I think it was Refinery, actually.
Yeah,
I
because
think so.
Choices likes Refinery. It's his favorite map.
Yeah, I remember it being really good matches. Like, it was really good to watch. It was really fun
Here,
to
let me
watch.
give you a rundown. Bregan pretty much completely disregarded for Skabos and never took his lock on off of Doom. And that was pretty much it. The whole game, it was just Bregan looking at Doom.
Bregan versus Doom, and Choices can deal with Scowboss.
I'd like to give it more iteration than that, but I actually don't remember, to be truthful with you. I watched it, I think, live, because I watched Skyboss, and then I watched your version, and I just...
Well, I can give you a little bit of a rundown. Palace, we ran double vibration. I ran my dad has corn. That one is the one where I have like 2 stimulates and 2 heats in there for vibration, so it hits hard.
Bregan running vibration on Palace? No.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's... We've played enough tournaments. Most of us are pretty predictable at this point.
Not me.
Yeah. I started
King.
Choices hit vibration too, and I got early buffs, and so I was hitting like 7 damage vibration lasers. And it got to a point where we had them back in their back spawns.
Behind a tree, yeah. They're
And I was
hiding.
just it was just a shooting gallery at that point. I was snapping shields. There's very few shields that could block it at that point, and so I was just breaking shields and people left and right. I manual Doom with one too, so Palace just got out of hand before they could counter it. And then City, I just ran Tiger Strength lasers on City and was just kind of keeping away from Skaboss, who was running Memory Battle. We didn't really see much of what Doom was running other than Amira Masa, because me and Choices had him pretty pinned down in the pit.
Yeah, I remember that match. Yeah, they were fucked. He was fucked in the pit, and what's called his partner, he wasn't putting that much pressure on you.
Yeah, I was dropping slide lasers on him with Tiger Strength, and Choices had a backflow, and he was having a rough time down there.
If Doom had a Mirror Masa Blade, I can almost guarantee, because it's such a weird build, he's running Blazing Bullet with Faith, and he runs Mirror Masa Blade and Dark One, and I have no idea how those work, but he makes it work.
Yeah. And then Choices had, like, after we broke enough shields, too, Choices had him shieldless with the Fire Gehenna towards the end, too. So he didn't have a good time on City. Panorama, we tried to run Forest Sanctuary, and it failed pretty miserably. They just
It usually does.
They just hyper kicked us to death. Before the last 2 tournaments, I hadn't lost a set with Forest Sanctuary, actually.
Have you won a set this tournament with it?
Not this tournament, and that's the only time I ran it. I ran it once this
No,
tournament.
you ran it. No, you ran it twice. You ran it recently against Game God and Invoker.
Did I?
Yeah, because they hyper kicked the shit out of you too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I won Game 5. I won Game 5 of the finals versus Guinan and Xanxus with it, so suck my balls.
That nobody has seen all 70 people.
That finals happened.
Most of them
the
probably
scariest
me.
team
I've
ever
watched
combined.
it like 8 times.
The scariest teams, or the two scariest players combined, and they
I'll
lost
tell you
Game
what.
5 to it. So
I know a scarier
Forest
team than
Sanctuary is
that.
good.
I know a team scarier than fucking Gagnon and Xanxus.
I wouldn't say there is.
Masahida? Have you ever played Masahida in Xanxus?
I have not,
That's a
but I still
scarier
don't
team.
think Masahito is as good as Guinan.
He's not, but you can't hit him. You can't fucking hit him.
Yeah, I think
Anyways.
that might be more just the Japanese players play a little bit different, and so it throws you off your normal cadence.
That guy cannot play good on tag team. He's a good 1v1, but tag team I think he's garbage.
Yeah. Ignoring the talk on Masahito, I guess last two matches, I remember Refinery, they basically just kicked our shit in. It didn't go that well. Like we were hanging in there, but like they had the control of the tempo of the whole match, and then
I feel like one thing I distinctly remember above all else about that match was watching Gagnon as Freya Jumper jump a vibration blaster when it was being shot behind him. He couldn't see it. He just like listened for it and jumped it.
oh well, I was talking about Game 4 of me versus Doom, but
Oh,
yeah, Guinan played fantastic in that series.
Anyways, we don't need to talk about him. He's irrelevant.
I
Yeah.
think Doom do the same thing too with the vibration blaster.
Yeah, Doom has some sick dodges. He played a really good game on Refinery, and he took us down pretty hard. And then I ran Tiger Strength Nature on Sign because I've been getting tired of long range decks on that map. And I don't know. I was just trying to switch something up. I've never run a Tiger Strength Nature deck because I don't think they're actually that
Is it okay to
good
go right there?
in a tournament. And so I just ran it randomly in Game 5. And it actually worked quite well because I got up to like +3 damage with Ice Sword and stuff. And
My
started
favorite
walking
part of watching you fight Bregan was that one part when I forgot who you were fighting, but it was on panel, and he tried to sword you. You just stood there and jumped the sword. Like they're like, oh man,
He does that all the time. Shit's irritating.
it's just funny though.
the standing dodges.
Yeah, just stand there, jump.
Yeah, I do enjoy doing that to people. But overall, yeah, it was a very close series. Sign was probably the most lopsided, except for maybe Palace. I guess Refinery was a little one-sided too. But overall, they were all pretty close matches. Like, none of them were like, oh man, they're getting blown out.
Speaking of blown out, our next match, myself and Xanxus versus Zexus and Shadow. Someone take it away.
All right, since I had to fill that one in, Kanye gets to do this one.
Do I say it again? Who?
Me and Zan versus Zex and Shadow.
I'm really blanking out on all these matches.
You just watched it the other day.
Kids don't do drugs.
Esper, have you seen this match?
I actually did see that one.
Really?
Oh,
Wasn't it 3-0?
yeah.
It
It
was.
was 3-0. Yeah, I did see that one. I don't know. That one I think Shadow Shield just kind of got a little bit too predictable, and you guys kind of took advantage of that. And once you guys eliminated Shadow Shield, you guys just kind of honed in on Zexus, and that was pretty much the end of it.
Are you sure we watched it? Because we double teamed Zexus every map.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they brought fucking dazzles and everything, and they were on Zexus the whole
Yeah,
game.
they were on Zexus pretty rough. I mean, that said, most of their damage did come from Shadow Shield, but it certainly wasn't enough to make up for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like Shadow Shield got a few, big hits in there, but they weren't enough to, win the match. And once they eliminated Shadow Shield, I mean, that was it, because they fucking tore Zexus up. I mean, he didn't have a chance to block all the dazzles and all that shit. It was bad.
Go ahead, Bregan. I'm sure you remember this match.
Yeah, like I said, I think Shadow was doing the majority of their damage, but Zexus was absorbing the majority of their pressure. But they still they didn't really come together. They didn't get enough moving. It was a team that I think everybody had big expectations for, and it just never really came together.
Yeah.
Something was missing from the mixture. Even though on paper it sounds like they would be a pretty nasty team. Something was missing.
And I just feel like Shadow wasn't playing like how he used to play, or he wasn't playing 100%.
Yeah, his
I
form
seen him
has
doing a
not
lot
been
of
as
mess
good.
ups.
Yeah, his form wasn't as good in this tournament as it was in the last one, I would say, with Esper. I mean, normally Shadow is one of the squirreliest jumpers to hit. I'll give him props there. I think he has other issues as a player, but when it comes to his dodging mechanics, like he's usually one of the toughest jumpers to try and nail down. But in this tournament, he definitely wasn't living up to that reputation. Took a lot of extra damage.
Yeah, I agree. He's a very good jumper, and he's really good at to guard. I mean, I can't pull off those brush defenses, but he's really good at those skills with the guard. That's his favorite defense, I think.
Somebody introduced him to Psycho Shell.
Right?
Yeah, because his favorite school is like Psycho and Key, and guard is like in half of his decks, I believe.
Just
and
run
he
Psycho
pulls it
Shell.
off.
Or Dash. Shit.
Yeah.
But
He's a solid player. Didn't show up as much in this tournament. We'll be looking forward to him. I know he prefers the 1v1, so we'll be looking forward to seeing him in the next 1v1 as well.
I can't wait.
I'm just mad I didn't get to play them. I really want to play against my buddy Johnny Rodriguez.
Oh man.
Well, it would be fun. Maybe we can set up another exhibition, but I don't know if Zexus and Shadow will play another one together.
Damn, that sucks. I
Damn.
really want to play Johnny.
Creative differences.
Either way, I think they were a good team. Maybe they just needed more practice or coordination, but I mean, it wasn't like a completely like fucking smash. Like they didn't just take the cake like that. I mean, they put up a fight before
They put up a better fight versus Evo and Xanxus than they did versus Ska and Doom in the round previous, because versus Ska Boss and Doom the round previous, it looked pretty sad.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. Was that a 3-0 as well?
I believe so.
Okay, well,
No, they won one match. They won one. It was a one. It was a 3-1, but I still think they looked better this round than they did last round.
okay. Well, there's always next.
Really?
Time, huh?
You know the only map I took more than 3 health loss was Pano, right? Like City and Palace, I only lost 3 health on both.
Yeah, you played well, but I was not a fan of how they looked the last round. I feel like the match they won on Palace was almost like a gimme. Doom and Ska Boss just looked like they hadn't turned on their Xboxes yet or something. Because after that, it was pretty brutal.
All right, so moving on to semifinals, we have 2 remaining matches, 4 teams.
Mhm.
The first one is Murder and Ebony versus Esper and PDDCM, which I'm tired of fucking saying for the record. It's Murder and Ebony versus Esper and Eldavio.
Please change your name back. We miss it.
Yeah, for real, we do.
You know
I don't
what?
care.
You should go Italian this time and make it Il Davio.
I just say PD.
Anyways,
Davio.
so I'm going to start off.
Well, I was going to say, do we want to just shove in the exhibitions and do those before the semifinals?
I haven't watched any of them.
Only one has happened, and it was just earlier today. So if nobody's seen it, we can just talk
I
about.
saw it.
We can do predictions on it and do predictions on the other.
All right, fuck it, let's do it. So what are they? You take this part over.
All right, so we'll do the exhibitions that's already happened. It was Filthy and Math versus Invoker and Ska Boss. It was a 5-game series. Did you see it too, Evo, or have you not seen it?
No, I didn't see
You
it.
didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, of course.
I was
Esper.
going to watch it tonight.
Shut up, Esper. It was a really fun series. You get some kind of memey arsenals going on. We had like a full-on ice-themed deck with Rain of Ice or whatever, the Ice Storm, stuff like that in it. We saw Particle Convert play. Oh shoot, what's that ability that
Meltdown?
no, the one that freezes everybody in place.
Oh,
Still moment.
Still moment.
Still moment?
Yeah, it was Particle Convert, Still Moment, Meltdown. I kid you not.
That's an expensive combo. That's 3, 3, and 6. So it's fucking 12 combo. Wow.
They did it. They did it. They didn't hit it, but they did it. They actually hit themselves. But yeah, you see some wacky arsenals in it, and it's pretty fun. It's a fun series. It goes 5 games. It's back and forth. high action. I know you saw it, Kanye. What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I liked it. They're going at it, and yeah, Skybox was using that Arsenal last night. I was playing with them last night, and you know me, I play Jank, so it didn't go well for our other team because I was using my Jank and he was using that Jank. But no, these fights were pretty good back and forth. It was 3-2, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And then our other exhibition match is Mario and Kanye versus Jester and War Machine. Tell me what you think about that one going into it, Evo.
I'm a little nervous for Kami and Kanye because Jester and War Machine showed, you know, real
How's it
synergy.
going, man?
They had a rough run of opponents, but I don't think that if there's any hope for Kami and Kanye, it's to not run jank. It hasn't worked for them yet. So if they fight them straight up, I give it to Kamikaze and Kanye. But if they run jank, I'm giving it to War Machine and Jester.
What about
I
you,
don't
Esper?
think Kami's suited for jank.
What do you think about that matchup, Esper?
Oh, I didn't see it.
It hasn't happened.
Oh.
This guy.
Predictions. Nobody's
This
seen
fucking
it.
guy.
You
My
substandard
bad.
weeb. It hasn't even happened.
I agree with what Evo said as far as like the jank shit, because I feel like Kanye is like a really good like solid player, even if he doesn't run jank, and so is Kami. And I feel like if they just make some straightforward attack decks and just double team the opposing team, I think they'll take it hands down. I don't think their best bet is to try and run a gimmicky arsenal, especially because it takes some time to set up and it's so dependent on how you get your skills and shit.
All right, well, give me a prediction. How do they do?
I say 3-1 in Kanye's favor.
And what was your prediction, Evo?
I'll give it a 3-0 for my boy Kanye and Kami. Because I don't think that they're going to run a whole lot of jank.
I gotta say,
Yeah,
I was really convinced by Jester and War Machine, and I think they can take it. I think it'll be a close series, but I'm giving them a 3-2.
I'll give it a 3-2 as well.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Kanye's like, me? Not run jank? Fuck that.
It's like, tell me not to masturbate, bro.
I'm gonna do it. Oh my god.
Okay, so moving on. Murder in Ebony versus El
Il
Davio and
Davio.
Esper.
Il Davio.
Il Davio.
It's Italian now.
Go ahead, Kanye. What do you think?
Which one?
Murder in Ebony
Murder
versus
Ebony
Da-
versus
Il Davio.
Davio and
Oh.
Esper.
Esper.
I think it'll be a good match to watch, but I might have to give it to Murder and Ebony. They've been playing very strong, and yeah, that's gonna be a tough team to beat. I think.
What's the score?
I'll say 3-1, maybe 3-1. The two Ebony and Murder.
What about you, Evo?
I'm giving it to Murder and Ebony 3-0. I think that they're very aware of what they have to deal with, and Murder's already pissed off that he has to play so late, so he's gonna come in angry, and it's just gonna he's trying to take it out on Esper.
I think he's going to come in angry and low on carbs, and I don't know. Everybody keeps giving me shit every time I predict them, but then they come through anyway, and I still think my boy Il Davio can carry the lag.
You predicted that with me and fucking Zan versus them, and we've wiped their fucking faces into shit.
Didn't happen.
Remember
3-2.
the 1v1 thing?
3-2. My boy Il Davio has got this.
All right. Moving on. The final match of the semifinals: Bregan and Poor Choices versus myself and Zenxus. Someone take it away.
Kanye.
Wait, which one is it again?
The only other matchup. The only
Yeah,
other
which was that
one.
one?
Me versus Evo.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Bregan. You're gonna lose.
Probably.
Nah, I think
Probably.
it'll be a good match to watch. Yeah, I can't wait to see this one right here. But I
We're gonna spread them cheeks.
I just hope Evo brings Rock Shot and beats you in your own game. I would love to see that
It
right
would be pretty poetic. You know, I wouldn't even be mad to lose to Rock Shot. If you bring Rock Shot every round and pound me into the ground, I will, fall down and
Give up,
worship.
hang up, fucking
Nope.
Rock Shot.
I'm cool with it.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna do it with debris bullet.
I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna prove debris bullet is better than rock shot.
Heresy. What's
That
what's
was
the
fun.
score? What do you think the
Esper.
score is, Kanye? It was 3-1 last
give-
time we played.
Only
I'll
because we
say
lost
3-1
communication.
again.
3-1 again.
Yeah, with the Zanxes and backpack.
What about you, Esper?
I really don't like Evo, so I'm gonna give it to whoever's on the 3-0.
You got to provide some reasoning then.
Evo sucks, and I don't think Zenxus can keep carrying him the whole tournament.
Oh, there goes that shit talking you on the Evo.
Yep.
All right. I'm so glad we have you as a guest. You're just great. Oh, by the way, Evo, do you want to do like we did last time? Just straight up brawl?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm always done.
Yeah. I think it's more fun. Let's do it.
Yep.
We'll
I'm
let
saying I'm
Choices
down
drop
for it.
his contract again if he needs to, because apparently he obsesses over that. But let's just brawl. Let's do it. Let's have fun.
I'm cool with it. I'm gonna beat your head in with debris bullet. So
I'm looking forward
bring
to
all
it.
your flash holes.
See, I do like Debris Bullet, but that's like my saddest moment is like every time they have a flash hole, I'm like, it's going to hit for 2. It's going to
Yeah,
hit for
but with
2.
Tiger Strength, dude, it's awesome.
Even with the Tiger Strength, that 1/3 chance is going to kill you every time. Like,
Well, you say that, but I mean, the last time the one I used it against on Palace, fucking back to back. I hit Zan with a 6, and then I hit Shadow with a 6.
see, that's like the moment. It's like an addiction, man. Like it gets you. It comes through once, and you're like, "That was
It's
so
like online
awesome."
Excalibur.
Yeah,
I've
that's
used
one.
it before where the whole game I'm hitting for 6, and then the next game I don't hit for anything.
That's
Just
my cocaine.
three
Yeah,
back-to-back zeros.
that's the one that I'm ashamed of. Is I keep using online Excalibur. It's the same thing. It's an addiction. It's not good. It's not right. Every once in a while, I snap a fortress with it, and it feels so good. But most of the time, I don't. Most of the time, I don't. And that's Debris Bullet for me, too. And it's so much easier to catch a Debris Bullet into a flash hole than Excalibur into a fortress, even. And yeah, it feels so
Before
bad.
we
I can't handle that pain anymore. Can't do
Before
it.
we shut it down, let's talk about finals predictions. Now, let's just toss around the mix-ups real quick. Let's say Murder and Ebony lose to PD and Esper, and me and Zan lose to Bregan and Choices. Who do you guys think wins that match between Bregan and Choices versus Esper and PD?
Oh, that'd be so epic to face my partner in the finals. I'd love it.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
That would be fantastic.
What do you guys think? What happens?
Ooh,
I think personally, I think Esper and PDDCM would take it.
I think so too.
I don't.
I think they're a
Nope.
cleaner team.
I think the same way Bregan had something to prove with Doom, he would spread them cheeks with PD as well.
Let's be honest. Like, we're so good together. Like, he'll just spread those cheeks for me. It's just something we do for each other. There's no animosity there.
I don't think he would concur if he was in the chat right now.
Oh no, he'd be trash talking on me super hard.
Huh?
I think it would be a fun match. I would love to
just
play
wonder why you got
them.
scared.
We actually talked already too. Like if we lose the semifinals, both our teams, we want to play. We want to play a 3rd and 4th place match as well for fun. I would love to just play Esper and PD, no matter what. the result
So
is.
I'm down with that because if me and Zan do happen to lose to Murder and Ebony, if God's willing, we make it that far, and we do get to play PD and Esper, I want to spread them cheeks again. I want to hit Esper with another manual from the bottom to the top while he's jumping.
Damn.
That was I didn't even know that was a manual. That's how clean it was. You had to send
Yep.
me a clip and point it out. I had no idea it was a manual.
Yep.
That was dirty. All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
then
Just
I guess
anticipating Esper's very what's the word I'm looking for? He's very predictable.
Well, I'll ask the other two panelists too. Then for the opposite, if it's a rematch of Murder and Ebony versus Evo and Xanxis, do you think Evo and Xanxis can actually win this time, or do Murder and Ebony close out twice?
Whatever situation Evo's in, he's gonna.
Oh my! Shut up! Get out!
Whatever situation.
You're at a hospital. Go help the sick people.
Whatever situation Evo is in, and he has a teammate, the teammate can't keep carrying.
I'll tell you what, I'm never driving to Tennessee again.
It's just too much, man.
Why would you drive to Tennessee in the first place?
10-hour fucking drive for this guy.
It's the last
One way.
I told you before the fucking chat started that I was gonna just say bad shit about you the entire time. I haven't even watched any game. I'm just here to
That's
talk
cool.
about you. I'll be honest, guys. Whoever played in the tournament, good job. I'll see you next time, but fuck you.
What about you, Kanye? Do you think, in real talk now, do you think that Evo and Xanxis can bounce back and take the win this time, or would it be Murder and Ebony closing out a second series?
Yeah, if anyone has a shot at it, it would be Evo and Xanxis.
It would be Xanxis.
Oh god.
It's not like that's the 100th time we've made that joke, but it's still good.
I'm playing the next tournament with Snow Rise, and I swear to God, if I hear Evo's a backpack.
I mean, at this point, I don't know if there is a player you could play with that we wouldn't call you the backpack
Silent.
afterwards.
Silent.
I don't know. That is a tough one. Silent. Maybe it's Orange Baby. I don't know. Adapt.
Yeah,
Oh
that
god.
sucks.
I hate all of you.
Nah, Evo's last match though, if you watch it, like Evo was just putting pressure on Johnny Rodriguez. Like he was just he kept putting that pressure. He
Well,
didn't
what
lose the
I
base.
said in the cast and what I said later is that match between Evo and Xanxis versus Murder and Ebony, like the X factor was Xanxis. He was not putting down the appropriate pressure. He was not putting down his usual damage, and he didn't look like Xanxis. And so I felt like that was their biggest factor in their win. So I don't know if that was because Murder and Ebony neutralized him or if he just was having an off day. So I leave that up to your
He was having an
interpretation.
awful week. We played Nate and Wolf the night before, and we lost like 4 matches.
Dude, I don't know if
Like-
I've lost 4 matches in my life to Nathan and Wolf. What's wrong? Are you okay?
It wasn't me, man. Zan was trying to run jumper builds as a cartwheeler and cartwheeler builds as a jumper. So he changed it all. It's different now. But like Zan, he had like no shields as a jumper, and then he had like 6 shields as a cartwheeler and no attacks. It was rough. He got it squared away though. He's good, people. He's good.
I did play him the other day as a jumper, and he impressed me. His jumping dodge skills are actually pretty top notch.
Yeah, we've switched. Like he's been playing a jumper, I've been playing a cartwheeler. Then like against Zex and Shadow, we came up with the idea that they were going to try and double team me the whole time, so we both played cartwheeler. It didn't work for him.
Yeah. Well,
Good job, Xanxis.
I guess I don't really
I
have any
can't
more
wait to
topics.
watch.
I don't got nothing else.
The 1v1. Let's talk about that. I can't wait to watch Zan and Kanye, as a matter of fact, just scrub fucking floor with Esper's hair.
You know, I would like to beat Esper again in the 1v1 as well again. We had a really fun series when we played, but it was before I'd built any 1v1 arsenals.
Yeah,
And
didn't I? We played together. You ran Forest Sanctuary on Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
won
literally
with Forest
couldn't do shit.
Sanctuary there too.
Yeah, and then I took the other ones. But I remember beating Kanye and
Yeah, you beat Xanxis finally in the last tournament. But
About
I would
time.
like to play you once I actually have some 1v1 arsenals. I remember the last time we played, it wasn't in tournament, but we did like a scrim session a couple months back. You remember Esper?
I remember.
Yeah, it was 3-1, baby. It was 3-1, baby.
Esper's garbage, so it don't matter.
Didn't I beat you Evolution and then gave you like 2 chances or 3 or something, and then you lost those 2?
I remember you like played him like 5 games and beat him like 5-0.
Yeah. Like
No. I won the first 2. I won on Palace, and then we played on Highway, and I beat you
Somebody
those, and then
dig up the
and then he
records
came
because
back.
I'm not buying it.
And it's true. And then he came back and he like 3-0'd me or 3-2'd me, and then he was like, "I'll give you one last game on Palace. If you win, you can have the whole series." And I lost. I almost had him too, which was fucked up. I had him down to like 4 health, and then he hit me with back-to-back agonies of death.
Man, that's the kind of thing I need to break out in the 1v1. Some good old Stimulate Scream of Evil Agonies deck. I haven't played one of those in forever. This thing's so hilarious.
I let him get me down.
Did
Esper,
he,
even your fucking phone service is laggy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a hospital. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's helping the sick people.
Yeah, I'm helping the sick people.
He's spitting in their food.
He's fucking setting up Jello and pudding trays.
What's this white garnish on my Jello?
He just puts the napkins on the trays. That's all he does. I'm a prep cook.
The napkins are all folded like uneven.
Oh shit!
You guys are the best.
We're your true friends.
I know.
Esper, I can't wait to watch you lose to Ebony and Murder.
Fuck you, Evo.
I'm gonna be cheering them on the whole time. I'm gonna live cast it with Bregan just the whole time, shit talking you.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I think that does us for the recording. Thanks everybody for joining.
Evo's
All right, guys.
And good night.